feeling pretty good today.
I'm feeling fat and sassy.
I can't hear you on the stream, JP. No.
Too.
Give it a second.
I am. What's up, Drew? Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can.
Okay. Alright. How's everybody doing today? What's going on, Drew? Made it back. Made it back. You're fifth. Always first. Just saying.
I was first in the chat, so.
Well, okay. You guys play that race to the chat game. What's up, Benji? How's it going, brother? You ready for today?
Good talk.
Yeah, well, yes. It's a little bit behind. I gotta remember that I'm a little bit behind.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Alright. So, how this is gonna work, I'm gonna talk about briefly about the matches on the pre-show, because I really don't give a fuck about them. Just throwing that out there. Gina said she might be here to catch the end of mine and start with Heather. Ready, willing, fetal. What a weirdo. So the pre-match, the pre-match crap, whatever. I mean, I don't really care about it, but I'll go over them. I'll tell you who's gonna win, what matches are going on. Heather, you have that pulled up, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So that being said, the show is 2 hours of absolute repeat of fucking boring bullshit. It's just like Raw is all it is. So that being said, let's get started. I'll give you my predictions, what I think is going to happen. I'm going to see if I'm going to guess for you guys. And there might be a few. Alright, so starting off, the first match in the pre-show is...
Oh, I don't know what order they're going to do it in.
And that's fine.
Yeah, but the first one they have listed here is Bobby Roode's United States Open Challenge.
He will face Dolph Ziggler. That's who he will face. And hopefully it's Dolph Ziggler's... Well, he'll be in the Rumble too, but we'll get into that. That one's going to be... It's match. That would be better than anything fucking the main roster, the main card is going to give you anyway, so... Because, of course, Dolph Ziggler is the best worker in the ring when it's to lose a match or to get somebody else over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I see that one going. What's up, Chauncey? Thanks for being here, man. What's the next one?
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus The Revival.
This is going to be a tough one because The Revival. I don't know if they're going to get a payback match. I don't think they should squash The Revival, but with push that the club, I think is what they're calling them, is getting. I think it's going to be Gallows and Anderson are going to win that match. And I hate to say this, I think it's going to be a heel faction. I think Balor's going to interfere in the match. I just have this funny feeling.
See, that wouldn't be something bad, though.
No. But I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to see him turn heel. But I want to see him turn heel. That would make the demon, the demon Balor, that much more interesting. Okay, next.
The last one they have here is Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Grand Metalik versus TJP, Gentleman Jack, and Drew Gulak.
How about I don't care?
Exactly. It's 205 Live. There's just...
It's going to be Drew Gulak. Team's going to win. Because they're going to put Drew Gulak, or he's going to be battling Cedric Alexander for the title, I think. His PowerPoint is so fucking over right now, it's not even funny.
Yeah, and the interruptions for it.
Great.
They gotta do something with the title if they're gonna keep 205 around. So.
No. As far as just the show in general, they're just gonna... I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope to God that they give some background. Guide her in, start telling a fucking story about the fucking Rumble matches. I don't care about the fucking title matches. They should have the two women battling for titles tonight, and I don't know why they're fucking doing it. This is going to be a 4-hour show. They only have 5 fucking matches. And none of them are going to be over 45 minutes.
Oh.
They should have had the women's titles somewhere in there.
That would have been the smart thing, but unfortunately, we don't know how they handle smart anymore.
We know. Wrestling's not for adults, Anthony. Then why do adults wrestle? Shut the fuck up. So anyway... Now we're going to the main roster. Or the main card. Is
Chad and Benjamin versus the Usos.
I call them the American Standard. Combination of American Alpha and... My studio is coming through really
Your
choppy.
audio.
I can't help it. I don't know why.
I just listened to it. You sound fine to me. So it might be his end. I don't know.
I don't know. So this match, I think it's going to be American Standard's going to win the titles, and the only reason that they're going to win the titles is because of the incident that happened with Jey Uso. He got arrested for drunk driving. They're going to punish the Usos, even though it was one person. They have to do something. They can't just let it slide. If WWE wants to fucking get their shit back together, they can't let one thing slide and let another not. So they're going to punish him. They're going to have to either suspend him for a couple of weeks or... So yeah, so yeah. That's where I see that going. They're gonna put the American Standard over. I don't know how long they'll retain the titles. That does not mean that the Usos will not keep the title or get the title back, because you know that the fucking New Day, they want the fucking New Day to break the fucking record for the most tag team championships. And so they're just going to punish the Usos for probably a month or two. And it sucks that I keep saying the Usos, they're a team. So, the next match is...
Seth and Half Black Sun versus The Bar.
Well, you know, the issue with Sheamus, I don't know why they keep the storyline going. I really don't. It's getting stale as fuck. I think they're just doing this to give Sheamus one last hurrah. I guess if what they're saying is true, what reports have been, I don't think they're gonna take the titles off of Rollins and Jordan yet. The thing that I could see is like we seen last night, Tommaso Ciampa coming back, still injured. We could see. I'm going to make a. I see Dean Ambrose coming out and backstabbing Seth Rollins in the start of their feud because he might be back by WrestleMania. Just throwing that out there as a side prediction for anybody that didn't know. But I think they're gonna retain the titles. If Seth Rollins, I'm gonna take a shot for that one. If Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan lose, that's how they're gonna lose the titles. Dean Ambrose is gonna interfere. He's gonna turn heel on Seth Rollins. I don't know. I'm just taking a wild surprise.
See, I don't see him turning heel just yet. I think it's a promotion.
Subscription.
Yes, you did.
Chauncey, thanks for subscribing. I thought you were already subscribed, but that's fine. No,
because I also got a subscription.
damn it.
Not from Chauncey, but... So we're still even here, folks.
Fucking boobs. Fucking boobs kill you every time, people. They kill you every time. So that's why I see that match going, but I'm gonna make it a surprise, and I will take a shot for that one. But I don't see them giving the titles to the Bar, not with the Sheamus situation. You also could see Sheamus. You could see a surprise goodbye. I'm not sure. You might say that too. Moving on to the next match.
AJ versus KO and Sammy, with the condition that the one who pins on the team of Sammy or Kevin Owens is the actual noted title holder.
Even though both of them hold the title.
Yes.
So the way that works is, the way I think it's going to work, and the way it probably will work is, let's say Kevin Owens Sami Zayn can defend the title, or Sami Zayn could wrestle in Kevin Owens' place and could lose, hence Kevin Owens loses the title. So it's kind of like a free bird rule kind of thing. It's kind of like the thing they did with Lay Cool. It's exactly what they did with Lay Cool. Because I think Michelle McCool was, if I remember correctly, she was the one that was designated as the champion, but both of them could defend the title. If I remember, I don't remember that deal when they did it.
Yes, it was Michelle McCool.
Okay, yeah.
Because they were not giving Layla a push at all, except for with Michelle McCool. So right. Michelle McCool was the noted title carrier.
Right. So, but I see AJ Styles retaining until Mania, where he will face my winner of the Men's Rumble, and y'all guess who that is. But I don't see any surprises in this. Well, you might see a heel, not a heel turn, but you could see Sami Zayn. You might see a face turn. I predict a face turn for Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn's gonna do something where he's gonna get. Them two are gonna butt heads, and it's gonna cause a feud between them two, and it's gonna go. That's what's gonna happen at WrestleMania. Is them two. If not, you're gonna see Shane McMahon, somebody. I don't know if it'll be fucking Daniel Bryan. I still don't see him wrestling in the WWE.
Well, I see him wrestling. I just don't see him wrestling until Mania.
Yeah, I don't see him. I just don't see him wrestling. I don't see the WWE wanting him because again, it all comes back to the Roman Reigns thing. He wrestles. Roman ain't shit. But I see AJ Styles retaining. But hopefully you'll see like a butting of the heads where there's going to be you're going to see a match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. It'll be probably the kickoff match of WrestleMania. I could see that because them two can give a hell of a match. They work real well together.
Yeah.
The crowd will pop. I guarantee it. Then moving on to the triple threat. This one I do not fucking care about because you know who's gonna fucking win. Nobody cares. I think everybody knows who's gonna win. I know that Heather said that she thinks Braun Strowman's gonna win the title. I hope they do it because I don't want fucking Brock Lesnar no more. I'm done with him. Why anybody thinks he is any good for the WWE is beyond me. How anybody thinks that he is bringing in money to the WWE, he's costing the WWE money. They are
Through the nose.
how many appearances this year? Like 6?
In last year?
I think they're paying him $6 million a year to show up. An appearance for this guy is $1 million fucking dollars. Fucking waste of fucking money. Should have never fucking done it. And he's held the title for an entire fucking year. He's gonna win the title, though. I think he'll retain. Fucking Kane's gonna take a fall for it, though. He's gonna be the one to get pinned. They aren't gonna pin Strowman. They're gonna make Strowman look strong. So with that said, they're going to do it, but they shouldn't do it. They shouldn't have the losers of the 2 title matches be in the Royal Rumble. But they will, because they did it for fucking Roman. They made it. There should be a rule. If I own WWE, that would be a rule. If you just had a title shot, you don't get a shot. You don't get a shot in a Royal Championship. That's the way I see that. Then we go on
The Women's Rumble.
Now, I see this as... I don't think it's going to be an hour. I would like to see it be an hour. They deserve that hour. I don't see it lasting an hour. I see it lasting like 45 minutes. Because they still have to do the 2 minutes for each entrant. So, I don't know. It could be an hour. But I don't see any more than 3 women or 4 women being in any one given time. Unless they just...
Don't give a fuck and actually let them go? Like they should?
Right. No, I agree. But the match will probably last... That might actually last longest. That match, it's gonna... I hate to say this, I hope it don't, but... The women are... I don't know how to put this without sounding like a chauvinistic pig, because I don't. How do I say this, Heather? They're not as fast, as quick.
I know. I can probably word this for you.
Sound condescending, like I hate
Right.
the women.
No, I know what you want to try and say. The women's division is not as beefy as the men's, so they really should not last as long.
Their stamina isn't as strong as what a man's can be. I'll give like Asuka credit. She's more stamina than Brock Lesnar does, because he's a waste of fucking space. So yeah, I mean, I see Ronda Rousey becoming an entrant, and I'm gonna let it touch on this. Bobbitt wrote an article about what Stephanie McMahon could do. I disagree with him, but I do see her getting involved. She's supposed to be at ringside, right?
Yes, she's supposed to be on commentary.
Okay, so the way I see that happening is Ronda Rousey's going to come in. She's going to come down and be 2 years old?
Yep.
2 years ago? 2 WrestleManias? Those 3.
3.
So
Because The Rock was there too.
The Rock and Rousey came out. This is when Triple H and Stephanie came down to the fucking ring. Or did they invite them into the ring? I don't remember. But
The
either
Rock
way,
invited her into the ring.
well, I'm talking about Triple H and Stephanie. They came down. They came down to the ring.
Yeah.
And Stephanie went to slap Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey twisted her fucking, tried to do an armbar on her, right? Or did she get it on her? I don't remember.
She tried, but Stephanie just would not go down.
So I see Stephanie interfering in the Rumble match and knocking Ronda Rousey out. I do not see Stephanie McMahon winning a Rumble. I wouldn't put it by the WWE, but because they're always trying to put the McMahons over. The McMahons have to be a part of every fucking big pay-per-view. They need to stop with the bullshit. It's a rehash of everything that we see in the fucking Attitude Era. I don't want to see it anymore. Everybody wants to move on from the Attitude Era. I hear it all the time. But how are they able to move on from the Attitude Era when they keep fucking doing the same fucking thing over and over again? They're trying to rehash old shit.
It's an ego trip for them each and every fucking time.
I know. It's sad. So I do see the final 2 being Becky Lynch and Asuka, with Asuka eliminating Becky Lynch. I do see the final 4. Carmella's not gonna fucking win. She already has the Money in the Bank. I could see them doing something at Elimination Chamber. Well, she's on SmackDown, isn't she? I could see them doing something at Payback or whatever it is. Whatever the pay-per-view for SmackDown is. And then Becky Lynch and Carmella at WrestleMania. Because I think Becky Lynch is going to start getting a push for the women on the SmackDown side. She deserves it. Final 4 is going to be Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Nia Jax. Nia Jax will get eliminated by all 3 of them. And then Becky Lynch will eliminate Naomi. And then Asuka will eliminate Becky Lynch. And that'll be the match. That's what I see happening as the final 4. Now the men who wrestle with the fucking women sometimes. I have the final 2 being Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura. With Shinsuke Nakamura taking the Rumble. Now, I know that Heather said you picked Finn Balor, right?
I did.
I could see Finn Balor winning the match. And we get a trade where they take the club, move them over to SmackDown, trade. I could see them doing Shinsuke. I don't want them to. I could see them. I don't think it's going to happen. Shinsuke over to Raw for a couple of others to make it an even trade, because both Shinsuke is a little bit more valuable than Finn Balor is, I think. And then have AJ Styles and Finn Balor at WrestleMania. I said that about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. month ago. I said that.
Yep.
It was on a Tuesday because I had Gina on the show with me that night. We were talking about it. And I said I could see them doing that. Final four being Nakamura, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he'll be in the final four. He always fucking is. And Dolph Ziggler being in the final four. I could see Roman Reigns eliminating Dolph Ziggler. And then Shinsuke, or not Shinsuke, but Finn Balor eliminating Roman Reigns, and then them two go back and forth. I'm telling you what, you're going to get a taste of AJ versus Shinsuke at WrestleMania. And the build to that is telling its own fucking story. You can't, if you're smart and you're a good writer, your right fucking self, this is the easiest story in the world to fucking tell. Yep. I mean, you couldn't go wrong with Balor and AJ. That already told the story. So either way you go with these two, you can't fuck it up. You cannot fuck it up. Now, what Heather said is she thinks that Shinsuke is going to stay for another year, and that's when he'll get a shot. AJ will win again and get Shinsuke versus AJ at WrestleMania 36. I do not see Shinsuke staying that long. If he doesn't win Rumble, he'll never get a title shot again. He's going to leave and go back to New Japan. That's what I see happening. It's sad, because they have wasted his fucking talent big time. But yeah, that's the way I see that going. As far as a prize entrance into the men's Royal Rumble, as far as women, let's go back to the women. As far as women go, I see Beth Phoenix. I see Nikki Cross.
There we go.
I see Nikki Cross being. She might. I see Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Of course, they're going to get called up as well. With what happened last night, I don't know if they want. I think they should keep Nikki Cross with Sanity because they're going to end up in a feud with the Undisputed, along with Alice Black. That's what's going to happen. I'm guessing.
Look at what they did with Absolution and the Riot Squad. They kept them in NXT, even though they were on the main roster. Mm-hmm. So Nikki could indeed be in the Women's Rumble, but still be part of NXT.
Yeah, they did it for Ty Dillinger. They did it for who's another guy they did it for? But they've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're not going to do it. Are they going to keep her up there and do what they did with Ruby Riott and Sonya Deville? Are they going to let them still have their matches down in NXT and then still wrestle on the main roster? I don't know. I could see it. I could see it. I could see them doing that. Because Nikki Cross is main roster ready. I know that Peyton Royce, they haven't been on NXT in a while. But I see them. Can you please stop singing? What are you looking for? Hold on a second. What? Oh, it's not here anymore, honey. Remember? It was flat.
No, pages.
I don't know. It's not in here. I'm trying to do a show, honey. I don't know. Good Lord. Sorry about that. But I don't. I fucking hate kids sometimes. Go ahead.
You were talking about what they could possibly do for surprises.
Oh. But yeah, back to the Nikki Cross. Well, the Peyton Royce and Billie Kay are going to be on the main roster. If they don't show, they will for sure be on either SmackDown or Raw. For sure. but I think they're going to be part of the Rumble easily. That will happen. You might get a couple of surprises that I'm just not thinking of right now. But other than that, I don't know. As far as go ahead.
I could see Kelly possibly coming back as a surprise.
I could see that.
People have said Michelle McCool.
I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna see.
She'll be there in the crowd. I don't think she's gonna be in the match.
Yeah, I don't see Michelle McCool coming back.
Surprises for the men.
All right. I see Aleister Black coming up. I see up, but I see him being, because he won last night. They aren't gonna bring him up now because he's still gonna be in that feud with fucking Adam Cole. That feud's gonna last a while, I think. You might get Batista, but I hope the fuck not. Why are you shaking your head? No.
Cardinal put Taker in the chat.
No, Taker's not coming, but Taker's done. Taker's I think the Undertaker's retired. I don't think he's ever gonna wrestle yet. I think he's gonna become an ambassador, and that's it. You'll see him at certain stuff.
You'll see him for signings or press conferences or stuff
You'll
like
see
that.
You'll see him at WrestleMania, shit like that. Like he'll make an entrance. He's not gonna wrestle ever again. His knees can't take it. Neither can his hips.
I don't think so, Drew. I think they're gonna have EC3 in NXT for maybe a month and then have him go up. But we know he is, Rain.
It's not the point though. The Undertaker is not going to can't compete. He got to have surgery on his other fucking hip yet. Or he's got to recover too. That takes for fucking ever. He ain't gonna be back for Rumble either. Okay, well, whatever. I don't think, I'm gonna say this right now, I said this today, I don't think EC3 will be at NXT for very long. But he will be there for a little bit. Look out for the Fire and him thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and type in Ethan Carter III and Drew Galloway promo on WWE. It's pretty good.
But that's just the thing, Rain. She is not going to be in the match.
I don't. She could, but I don't think she's going to compete. You might see Layla, but that's it.
Even she's a long shot.
Yeah, it's. I don't think you're going to get as many surprises as you guys think.
I think there's definitely going to be more NXT call-ups than there is going to be surprise entrants.
Yeah. Who else for the men? I don't see any like past superstars showing up, really, to be honest with you. I really don't. There's on the roster to where they could come in. I mean, how many fucking men do they have on the roster? You don't fucking need The Undertaker. You don't need fucking Kane. You don't need Strowman. You don't need Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. There's enough men. Yeah, I know the WWE, you weirdo.
No. Do you know the way?
No, I don't. Nope, don't see it. I do not see it.
I actually do. I see X-Pac maybe.
Yeah, I don't see them. I just don't see any. I don't see that many people. They have enough people that they don't need all these people to come back and compete. You might. Nah, you won't get Dean Ambrose. That'll be in the tag team match, if anything. You might get Triple H. That's about it. You might get Kurt Angle. You might.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it either. But I'm just saying you might get them to. But I don't see it happening either. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see. And the main roster has a lot of work to do because that fucking show last night.
That was intense.
That was probably one of the better NXT's takeovers I've seen. The two matches that I watched last night, and I'm probably like, what are you talking about? Haven't you ever seen them two wrestle? I'm gonna watch them two wrestle, but I don't think you can top what Johnny Gargano and almost did last night. Is the best match in years. That match was just the highs and lows of the match itself. I mean, yes, there was one too many spots, but it was telling a story. So yeah, that's what I say. So I got Nakamura, Asuka winning the Rumbles respectively, and the only reason that I'm having Asuka win is because she can't lose, and I don't give a fuck about how she lost at NXT. I don't care. Right now, you cannot beat her. If you beat her, then you have lost your entire audience. Is WWE dumb enough to do it? Yes. Will they do it? I don't think so. The reason... No, you're not going to get Zach Gowen either.
No, he was telling a bad joke.
Oh, whatever. I see Nakamura winning because Elimination Chamber is going to be a number one contender match for the Raw title. For the Universal title. Could somebody on Raw win it? Yes, but I don't see it happening.
I don't know. I really don't see Bobby Lashley coming back just yet.
No, Bobby Lashley's still with TNA. He's not and I don't think he'll ever come back to WWE. Ever. I don't want him. I think he's a terrible wrestler. Number one. He's an MMA guy. He's not a fucking wrestler. Oh, that is a really bad joke, dude. That's not funny.
You just read.
Well, I wasn't looking at the chat. I just looked down and seen Zach Gowen. I didn't read the above thing. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Where did you hear that, Sarah?
If he was signing with WWE, Sarah, he would have been on NXT last night. Just saying. He's not. And they wouldn't call him to the main roster either.
Not that quickly.
Because he is not that great of a wrestler. I don't care what anybody says.
Alrighty, Cardinal, you have fun.
What's up, Timothy? How's it going? So to recap again, I have the American Standard, what I call them, winning the tag titles. I have the...
I'm sorry, Sarah, but you can't really trust what he says.
Sting's in Philadelphia? Okay. Good for Sting. He's a WWE Hall of Famer. Yeah, Dave Meltzer is about as believable as a fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry. I can't trust that guy for anything. He says that to get marks from fans. Oh my god. Alright, so I've got American Standard beating the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
I have Seth and Jason Jordan beating the bar. I have Brock retaining over. He's gonna pin Kane to still make Strowman look strong. And then I see Asuka beating Becky Lynch. And I see Nakamura beating Finn Balor. We may get a surprise match somewhere, but I doubt it. I mean, the only thing I could see, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's probably a 5% chance of it happening. Is the women coming out and Carmella cashing in on Alexa. I could see the two champions coming out there to watch the match, and then Carmella doing something. But I did, like I said, not even a real chance. It's a 5% chance of that happening. So, yeah, that's all I've got. You have anything to add?
No.
My love? Bob,
No.
What about yourself? You got anything?
Bobbit actually had to step away because our dear friend, Foulmouth Ken, needed his assistance with something.
Oh. If they did that, they would have fucking done it at Clash of Champions or at Survivor Series, and they didn't fucking do it. What makes you think they're gonna do it at the Royal Rumble? It ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna do a champ versus champ. They already did it at the Royal Rumble. Giveaway the only time that SmackDown faces Raw. I hate disagreeing with you, making it sound like I'm being a prick, but it's not gonna happen. Would it be cool? I wouldn't mind it, to be honest with you.
It would actually help push the storyline further. Because then she could sit there and decide which one she wants to go for and then do a trade to get her on Raw or keep her on SmackDown.
There you go. I agree. But other than that, don't come in here and start yelling and screaming. Oh my god. But other than that, guys, I don't have anything. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna take questions for about another five minutes, and I make sure that Heather is set up for her show because she's going on right after me.
Oh, a few minutes.
Well, it'll be a few minutes after, but don't take offense to anything, guys. I don't see a lot of the people putting in the chat and stuff. I personally don't see it happening, and it may sound like I'm being a prick, but I'm really not.
No, they're just your opinions, which you're entitled to.
Yeah, but I may sound like a prick sometimes when I do it. And for that, guys, I try not to, but some of the shit you guys put in there is kind of outlandish. Well, don't beat up Dave. He just got to stop being a mark for WWE. That's what he's got to stop being. If he could just report. He's like Sam Roberts and Rosenberg. They're both marks for the WWE. The WWE tells them what to say, and it's just to get a mark out of somebody. That's all it is. Yes, he's right sometimes, because they have to make him look legit, but he's just trying to get a mark out of you. And usually when you hear him talk, he says this, that, and the other thing. So he's just trying to get a mark out of people. Yeah, Hornswoggle? No, not going to happen.
Got the same amount of chance of Torito coming back.
He's at TNA. Oh no, you never say anything outlandish, Drew. Ever.
No, never. Mm-hmm.
You guys can ask questions. You still have time to put it in the main card. So who do we have so far for doing that, Heather?
Give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Because Gina has agreed to enter her picks that she put up on Twitter into the chat, so I'm just adding her.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Is she back? Is she back yet?
Almost.
She told me that she was gonna be over at her parents, but she should be there in time. Well before
Yeah, I think she's almost home.
I mean, I'll sit with you until she gets here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to be I'm going to be on mute. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to take calls. If they ask me a question, I'll answer. But that's about it.
Okay. So far, in the raffle-off for the drinking game we have going with this and the predictions, we have Dolphin, Gatekeeper Drew, Sir Cardinal, myself, Dan Rex, Foulmouth Bobbit, UJP, and now Gina involved. If anybody else would like to get in on the games, please send myself, JP, or Drew a DM with your picks for just the main card, and I will add you to the list. Now, also with the men's and ladies rumbles, we do have the added stipulation of if you guess the final 2 correctly, you get to assign the shot to anybody within the game.
Will I ever attempt Rogaine? See, and this is why I want to fucking strangle Drew sometimes.
He doesn't need it.
I don't want Rogaine. I'm just going to let it go. You've seen the movie Frozen, right? That's what's going to happen. I'm going to let it go. Drew sent this. I know this is... Do you want to talk about that? We'll talk about that during your show. The Jericho story.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that during your show. I don't want to steal too much of her thunder. Because she's got a lot of time to fill. Trust me. Her and Gina got a lot of time to fill. Which is why they're doing a 2-hour fucking preview. I don't fucking know. It's just another episode of fucking Raw is all it is. SmackDown. With 3 matches?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Hopefully they start 2 times. Sure. Minus 21. It's a big number. No, it's not a big number. I ain't even gonna try that right now. I'll figure it out. If you're gonna go over to Heather show, I'll figure it out for you.
That looks like gibberish to me.
No, it's not. I can do it. It's just I can't just do it like that.
Hey, you can't do that at all.
JP Baker, I love you, not in a gay way. Maybe for at NG Fresh, but not you. Ha 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 ha. Drew, you are so fucking weird. You are. I love you too, man, and not in a gay way. I love you like a brother. But Edgy, watch him, man. Don't let him fool you. I heard he likes boys. Just saying. Alright, that being said, I think I'm going to end her here so that Heather can set up for her show. Or do you just want to go right into yours?
I want to take a few minutes first.
Okay, so I'm going to end her here. Oh, no, I'll... Give me a minute. I just have to go back and look at it first. I'll answer that damn question for you, though. I love math. No, MVP will not be in the Rumble. I don't see it happening. He may, but I just don't see it happening. That being said, I'm gonna get off of here. And
Get her off, really?
oh, settle down, you. I'm gonna end the stream here. I gotta watch what I say around you people. I'm gonna end the stream here and let Heather get set for hers because I don't think we're gonna change Skype. She's just gonna keep going. I will be taking calls on Heather's show, so please come over to Tattooed Mistress and we'll have some fun over there. She's doing a whole fucking shebang, guys. The whole shebang. She's going full bore here.
Bell to bell, as they say.
So I hope that you all enjoyed my show. I told you what I thought. You still have time. You still have up until the ding of the main card. If you want to do the picks, get them to either myself, Bobbit, or Drew. Heather's going to be too busy talking. So if you guys want to do that, just DM us. If you don't have it, my Twitter handle is the same as my YouTube channel name, or type in JP Baker, J.P. Baker. Sometimes that works too. Other than that, guys, you have a great day, and I will see you over on Heather's show. You all have a great night, and I will see you over at Heather's. It's been a pleasure, guys. I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you enjoy the show. I really do. Y'all have a great. Talk to you later. Bye.